Yo, guys, I hope you're well. So, guys, I don't even know how to approach this subject. I really, really don't. I'm still shocked and horrified and a little bit scarred up there by what I saw yesterday. But I'm going to try and explain what happened yesterday. And I hope you can bear with me, guys, because it is quite graphic, but I'm going to try and not be as graphic as, well, hopefully not anyway. But it's quite horrific as well. But I don't know. So I'm going to tell you what happened. And I just want to ask, is this something that has become prevalent, the norm, or is this something that's happening now in our society? I don't know. The guys, yesterday, myself and a friend, we were out in the afternoon. We were watching the motor racing. We watched the end of the cricket, and we were on our way back home. Well, back to my friends before I was going to go home to my family, etc. So, guys, we came across this thoroughfare, which is quite reasonably wide and bright. And the time was about, I don't know, it's about 7:30 at night, or it's definitely before 8 o'clock anyway. It was still bright and light as well. So this is the confusing thing. So I saw from a distance there was a guy just hanging out at one side of this thoroughfare, this walkthrough where people cut through. It's not an alley; it was bigger than an alley, but people cut through to get into the main street, etc., etc. And I saw this guy, and straight away, my radar, my spidey sense, is that what people call it? My radar, my heckles went up. I thought something's not quite right. And this guy looked a bit like a Somalian or something. And that's no disrespect to Somalians, but he was dressed in jeans, he had a hat on, etc., etc. But he looked out of place. Does that make sense? So straight away, I thought, oh dear, something's going on here. Is he, I don't know, is he going to be smoking some kind of dope or something? I don't know. Anyway, he was there hanging out by the wall. And I said to my friends, just stop here. So we were a little bit away from him. And as we watched, he pulled out, I think it was a cigarette, started smoking it. But from the corner, from the distance, I saw this guy approach him. And first of all, I thought, hey, that's 50. That's police undercover. This guy was a white guy. And can you remember the adverts for, is it Sugar Puffs, Honey Monster? Honey, honey. You know, the Honey Monster. This guy reminded me of the Honey Monster. He was huge. His back looked like he was carrying a bed frame on his back. That's how wide his shoulders were. And he was wearing like a black t shirt. It's kind of like the Hawaiian style t shirts, but it wasn't Hawaiian. And he was wearing black shorts and trainers. Anyway, the guy hovered for a little bit and he's looking at this black guy who was just hanging out by the wall. And I thought, hang on a second, is this going to be like a drugs bust or something? Anyway, so the guy looked and then he stepped up and they had a brief conversation. And I was like nudging my friend saying, hang on, what's going on here? And they exchanged, so the Somalian gave him a light, they exchanged cigarettes, and the white guy gave the guy a couple of what I thought looked like cigarettes. And I was thinking, hang on a second, is it 50 or, and when I say 50, I mean police, undercover police. Is it 50 or what's going on? Are they going to do a drugs deal or something? Or is something going down? I was a little bit thinking something is going to go down here, guys. Something is not right. So the guy, let's call him Honey Monster, he walked off to his left for a couple of seconds and he came straight back. And then these guys got closer. They had a bit of more of a conversation. I thought something doesn't add up here. I don't think they know each other, but it's weird because next thing, the guy who was dressed up gave Honey Monster some of his drink. I don't know, it was a can of something, and they both shared this drink. And I was like, I said to my friend, mate, something ain't right here. Something is not right. Anyway, I don't even know how to say this. This is absolutely shocking because the next minute, Honey Monster sort of backed up the other guy to the wall. And I was looking, thinking, what's going on here? And they got up real close. And then suddenly, guys, this is outrageous. Honey Monster, he had his hand, I think it was his left hand, went straight into the Somalian, I think it was a Somalian, straight into his trousers, but around where the zip is. And I thought, what's going on here? And then within seconds, Honey Monster was tugging like his life depended on it, on this other guy. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not right. This is not right. He started tugging away, and I thought, mate, I got to do something about this. Anyway, next second, he pulled up the guy's top and he started, I think he was kissing on his chest, and he crouched down. And I thought, no, enough is enough is enough. So I said, oi, what's oi? I shouted out, oi. And both of them looked up in our direction. Bearing in mind, we were still quite a bit away from them. And I think it spooked them, because Honey Monster, he exited stage left. I've never seen anyone move so quick. Exit stage left, boom, guy was off. And the other guy, you could see his belt was undone, and he was putting up his trousers kind of thin, and he headed off in other direction as well. But really, guys, this was in broad daylight. What is this world coming to? And I'm so glad I shouted out, oi, because obviously these people got spooked. So is this something that happens on a regular basis? Was this just a one-off? Is it something that I'm so glad I've not come across this before. But have you ever seen anything like this before, guys? Is this some kind of new thing that's going on? And before anyone says anything, I don't care if it was two guys, if it was two girls, if it was a bloke and a woman, blah, blah, blah. Not in broad daylight. Children pass these areas. This is not right. If you want to do something, do it in the privacy of your own home, or of a hotel or a bedsit or whatever. Do not do it out in public where people are passing and crossing. And the funny thing is, for some reason, no one crossed in this time. I don't know, it's about 90 seconds, I don't know, 2 minutes, who knows what happened. But my goodness, I thought there was going to be some kind of drugs deal or drugs bust that was going down. But it wasn't a drugs bust going down, it was something else. Really? What is going on in this world? What is going on in our society where people think they can get their carnal pleasures in broad daylight and not even bother about who's passing or who's watching or this, that, and everything else? It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, guys, I just thought I was going to share this with you. My mind was absolutely frazzled when I saw this. What? So the thing is, potentially these two guys knew each other. Potentially they've never seen each other before. So first of all, they're sharing a can of drink with all these drugs and stuff going around, hepatitis, all these other diseases. And then next, they're looking at having bedroom antics in the middle of a street. Really? Is this where we've come to? Is this how we have fallen? Really? They didn't even seem to care. They weren't even looking around. This is why I thought he was probably undercover or something, because I thought, hang on a minute, as soon as the guy gives him something, he's going to arrest him. But no, he reached into, oh my goodness, I can never unsee what I saw. I am absolutely scarred for life, people. Anyway, let me know down here in the comment section, have any of you ever come across anything as, I don't even know what to say in your lives. But is this something you've heard about before? Is it some kind of stuff where people want to do more and more daring things in public, more and more? I can't think what the word is, but you know, when people try and get their kicks and their thrills. Really? Is this where we come to? And I'm just so glad that when I shouted out, these guys broke north, because goodness knows if these guys had wanted to business with us or something, I don't know. But I'm going to stand up for myself no matter where, no matter when, no matter who with. But yeah, I just thought I'm going to share it with you guys. So I'm seeing more and more weird things going on in this world as the days go on. It looks like people no longer are scared to get caught or scared to do whatever they please. So whatever is in their head, they want to act it out in public, and they don't care who sees or who doesn't see what they're doing. Anyway, guys, make certain you look after yourselves, you look after each other, and if you see anything like this, get on the phone and call the police, because this cannot be allowed to happen, particularly in broad daylight. Guys, I will see you at the next one. Take care.